Welcome to the Shigeaki Podcast, where science and longevity meet to help you feel stronger, sleep deeper, and live more fully, one wise decision at a time. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Hyman. Let me ask you something personal. Do you wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. and head straight to the bathroom? Every single night, you're not alone. More than 70% of people over 60 wake up during the night to urinate. And for many, it doesn't just happen once, it can be 2, even 3 times a night. They go to bed at 10, and by morning, they're more tired than when they started. But here's the thing. It's not always about the bladder. One of my patients, Joyce, she's 71, came in, complaining of constant fatigue. I don't drink water after 6 p.m. I cut coffee. I even take my diuretics in the morning, she said. But I still wake up at 2:10 and then again at 4. That's when I realized this isn't just a bladder issue. It's a body-wide signal that something else is going on. And to explore that deeper, I want to bring in someone who's spent over a century observing how the human body ages, Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you, Dr. Hyman. In Japan, we don't just look at symptoms, we listen to patterns. We think it's the bladder, but sometimes it's the nervous system not letting go. When your nervous system stays tense from stress, inflammation, or blood sugar shifts, your brain sends wake-up signals even when your bladder is only a little full. And that's why, for many older adults, traditional bladder solutions don't work. We've found something else helps. In Japanese evening rituals, we often use a small but powerful food, a ripe banana, not for calories but for calming. When eaten at the right time, a banana's magnesium and tryptophan content supports both the bladder and the parasympathetic nervous system, the one that tells your body it's time to rest.
It's a beautiful approach, because sometimes the answer isn't another medication, it's a shift in rhythm. In this episode, we'll explore why your body keeps waking up after 60, the real reason nighttime urination isn't always what it seems, and how to use something as gentle as a banana to support deeper, more continuous sleep in just 3 days.
We'll walk you through a simple, natural bedtime ritual that supports your bladder, brain, and nervous system without disrupting your sleep cycle. And if you or someone you care about has been struggling with nighttime wake-ups, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share this episode. A few minutes of listening today could mean hours of deeper sleep tomorrow.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why do so many people over 60 wake up in the middle of the night? It's one of the most common complaints I hear. I fall asleep just fine, but then I wake up at 2 a.m. and I'm wide awake. Or worse, I have to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a night, every night. But here's what I always remind people. It's not just about age, it's about biology falling out of rhythm. There are 3 major reasons why this happens. First, an overactive bladder. As we age, the smooth muscles in the bladder become more sensitive. Even a small amount of urine can trigger the urge to go. That means you wake up not because your bladder is full, but because your body thinks it is. Second, your body produces less melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that signals it's time to sleep. After 60, melatonin levels drop significantly. So, even if you're in bed, your brain may not be getting the full shutdown message. Third, your cortisol. The stress hormone may start rising earlier in the night. Normally, cortisol rises in the early morning to wake us up. But if it spikes too early, around 2 or 3 a.m., you wake up feeling alert even though you're not rested. So, no, you're not just getting old, you're out of sync. Your brain, bladder, and hormones are no longer working in harmony.
In traditional medicine, we look at it through a different lens, but we see the same result. We say the kidney energy weakens with age. In Western terms, that includes the function of the bladder, the nerves, and the fluid balance in the body. When this energy drops, the body loses control over water at night. You get what we call night dripping, the urge to urinate when you should be deep in sleep. But it's not just about the kidneys or the bladder. The sympathetic nervous system, what we call the fight or flight system, becomes too dominant at night. Think about that. You go to bed to relax, but your body is still on guard. Your muscles are tense, your breathing is shallow, and your sleep is light. That's why even a gentle sound or small pressure in the bladder is enough to wake you. So the root problem isn't always the bladder, it's a nervous system that doesn't know how to turn off.
So, what do? We don't just try to hold it in. We don't just take sleep pills. We go deeper. We find ways to calm the body before bed, to soften the nerves, to remind the bladder that it doesn't need to overreact. And as we'll share in the next part, one of the simplest ways to do that is with a banana. But not just any banana, and not at any time.
If you want to sleep through the night, you have to do more than just stop drinking water after dinner. You must support the nervous system, nourish the bladder's calm, and help your body remember how to rest again. And the good news that starts with a single familiar fruit used the right way.
So, we've talked about why you wake up at night. Now, let's talk about something you probably already have in your kitchen: a banana. I know, it sounds too simple, right? But here's the thing. A banana isn't just a fruit. It's actually packed with nutrients that send a powerful signal to the body. You're safe. You can rest. Let me break it down. First, bananas are rich in magnesium and potassium. These two minerals help relax the smooth muscles of the bladder, which means fewer false alarms, less urgency, and fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. Second, bananas contain tryptophan. That's the same amino acid found in turkey that makes you sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner. Tryptophan gets converted in your body into serotonin, and then melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. And third, bananas give you a solid dose of vitamin B6, which is essential for calming the nervous system and balancing your mood. So, when you eat a ripe banana the right way at the right time, you're not just getting calories or carbs, you're getting a full set of sleep-supporting nutrients naturally built into one simple food.
Yes, in traditional medicine, banana is considered a softener for both the belly and the brain. It's not a stimulant. It doesn't force your body to sleep. It gently invites the nervous system to settle. Let's talk about the bladder. The bladder wall is made of muscle, and that muscle can become irritated, tight, or jumpy. This is what causes that feeling of urgency, even when the bladder is not full. Bananas help by softening the bladder lining, relaxing the tissue, and making it less reactive to small amounts of fluid. They also help with nerve signaling. Many people don't realize the bladder is deeply connected to the brain. It's not just about filling and emptying, it's about how the brain perceives pressure. A calm nervous system means the brain doesn't overreact to every small signal. And finally, there's the gut. A bloated, gassy, or inflamed gut can press against the bladder and wake you up too. Bananas help soothe digestion, reduce inflammation, and feed good bacteria. So when someone tells me I keep waking up to pee at night, I don't just ask how much water they're drinking. I ask what they're doing to relax their nerves, calm their belly, and support their bladder. Banana, when used wisely, can do all three.
Exactly. And that's why I'm not saying just eat a banana and you'll sleep like a baby. It's not about that. It's about using this fruit intentionally, like you would use a gentle tea or a warm bath. Let's imagine you eat a banana that's too green. What happens? You get gas. You feel full. You don't sleep. Or worse, you eat it cold straight from the fridge. And your gut says, no thank you. So here's what we recommend. Choose a banana that's yellow with a few brown spots. That's when it's ripe enough to be digested easily. Eat it about 1 to 1.5 hours before bed, so your body has time to absorb the nutrients before you sleep. If you're sensitive to sugar, just use half a banana paired with a bit of protein or healthy fat like almond butter.
And if your digestion is weak, or if you tend to get cold easily at night, I often suggest warming the banana a little. Try lightly steaming or baking it with a sprinkle of cinnamon. This makes it easier on the stomach, and cinnamon adds its own calming effect. This may sound like a small thing, but sometimes small habits are the most powerful.
So, to recap, bananas calm the bladder, the nerves, and the gut. They do it through a combination of magnesium and potassium to relax muscles, tryptophan to build your sleep hormones, vitamin B6 to calm the nervous system, and gentle prebiotics to support digestion. That's a powerful combination for anyone who wakes up in the middle of the night and can't fall back asleep.
When we treat insomnia in older adults, we don't ask what pill will fix this. We ask, what does the body need to feel safe? A banana can be that signal. It's soft, it's sweet, it's calming, and when you give it at the right time, the body listens.
So next time you find yourself dreading another night of tossing, turning, or running to the bathroom, don't reach for a sleeping pill just yet. Try a banana prepared the right way and see how your body responds. Up next, we'll walk you through the best ways and times to eat it to get the full benefits. Now, let's get practical. You know a banana can help, but when and how you eat it matters just as much. Let's start with timing. The best time to eat a banana for better sleep is about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Not right before you hit the pillow, and definitely not on an empty stomach. Ideally, you want to have it after a light dinner, something easy on digestion, like soup-steamed vegetables or a bit of fish. That way your gut is calm, your blood sugar is stable, and the banana becomes part of the signal to wind down. Now, how you prepare the banana also matters. I always tell my patients, don't eat it cold and don't eat it green.
Yes, a cold banana, especially straight from the fridge, can shock the gut, especially in older adults. And a green banana is full of resistant starch, which can cause gas and bloating, not what you want before sleep. So choose one that's fully ripe yellow with small brown spots. And if your stomach is sensitive, consider warming it. Here are a few ways I recommend to my patients. Steamed banana with cinnamon peel. A ripe banana, steam it gently for a few minutes and sprinkle with cinnamon. It warms the body and calms the belly. Mashed banana with warm oats. Mash half a banana into a bowl of lightly cooked oatmeal. Add a touch of nutmeg or a teaspoon of flaxseed if you'd like. It's nourishing, gentle, and very sleep-friendly. Banana smoothie. Blend half a banana with warm almond milk, a teaspoon of chia seeds, and a pinch of cinnamon. Drink slowly while reading or relaxing in the evening.
I love all of those, and I want to add something important. If you're someone who gets hungry again late at night, that can disrupt your sleep too. So instead of chips or cookies, try what Dr. Hinohara just suggested. Half a banana with a spoonful of pumpkin seeds or almond butter. That combination gives you natural sugars for calm energy, magnesium, and tryptophan for muscle relaxation, and healthy fats to stabilize blood sugar through the night.
And for people who get bloated easily like many seniors do, I always say, don't eat a raw banana after 8 p.m. Instead, warm it, steam it, bake it, even microwave it for 15 seconds if needed. A warm banana is like a signal to the gut. It's time to rest.
It's so simple and yet so effective. Here's what I tell my patients to do as a little sleep experiment. Pick one of these banana methods, try it every night for 3 nights in a row. Keep track of 3 things: how quickly you fall asleep, how often you wake up, how you feel in the morning, more rested, more steady, or still the same.
Sometimes change doesn't come with fireworks. It comes with something smaller, like waking up once instead of 3 times, or standing up in the morning without the fog in your head.
And here's the key. This only works if you make it a routine, not just a one-time snack, but a nightly signal. It's time to sleep. You're safe now. You don't need to wait weeks to see results. For many of my patients, just 3 nights of using bananas the right way makes a noticeable difference. Not just in sleep, but in energy, digestion, even mood.
So whether you're steaming it, blending it, or pairing it with seeds, make your banana part of your bedtime ritual. Just like brushing your teeth or turning off the lights. Because rest is not just about going to sleep. It's about preparing the body to feel safe enough to stay asleep.
So you've added a banana to your nightly routine. That's great. But here's something just as important: what you avoid after 7 p.m. Because sometimes even good food, if eaten the wrong way, can actually ruin your sleep. Let me start with a few common mistakes I see over and over again. Mistake number 1, eating bananas that are too green. I get it. People think green bananas have more fiber. Maybe they're healthier. But when it comes to sleep, green bananas can actually cause constipation, bloating, and stomach discomfort, all of which make your body restless. So, For evening use, always go for a ripe banana, soft yellow with a few brown spots. Mistake number 2, pairing banana with cold cow's milk. This is a big one. Many people think of the old school bedtime snack, a banana and a glass of milk. But cold dairy, especially in older adults, can trigger bloating, indigestion, even mucus production. This makes breathing shallow, the stomach heavy, and sleep more difficult. Mistake number 3, eating too close to bedtime. Even a healthy snack, if eaten within 20 to 30 minutes before lying down, can raise blood sugar and insulin, then crash it later in the night. That crash is what wakes you up around 2 or 3 a.m. So, what's the rule of thumb? Finish your light snack banana or otherwise about 60 to 90 minutes before bed. That gives your body time to process the nutrients without disrupting your sleep chemistry.
I agree with everything you said, Mark, and I want to add a few things from my side, some common food and drink habits after 7 p.m. that quietly destroy sleep. Let's start with the obvious: caffeine. That means black tea, green tea, coffee, and even dark chocolate. Yes, chocolate has caffeine and a compound called theobromine. Both stimulate the nervous system. If you're sensitive, even a square of chocolate at dinner can keep your brain buzzing well into the night. Next is something people think is healthy: fruit juice. But most fruit juices are high in sugar and act as diuretics, pulling water from the body and increasing urine output. That's the last thing you want before bed. Then there's alcohol, like wine. Many people say, a glass of wine helps me fall asleep. And yes, it might make you sleepy at first, but alcohol disrupts your REM sleep, shortens deep sleep cycles, and makes you more likely to wake up multiple times in the night, especially to urinate. And finally, spicy food. That includes chili sauce, hot peppers, and even too much garlic or ginger. Spices stimulate the bladder lining, increase internal heat, and can trigger night sweats or vivid dreams, both of which interrupt rest.
So true. And I want to emphasize something you just said. It's not just about cutting things out. It's about smart substitutions. If you love having something warm to drink after dinner, don't reach for black tea. Try herbal teas like chamomile passion flower or lemon balm. If you need a little sweetness, skip the sugary juice and go for a cup of warm water with a teaspoon of honey, just enough to calm the system. And if you're someone who's always hungry late at night, instead of snacking on chips or leftovers, try a light vegetable soup with some soft carrots or squash. These changes may seem small, but they create the environment your nervous system needs to sleep well.
Yes, we don't need to punish ourselves with restriction. We simply need to guide the body gently into rest. Food is not just fuel, it's information. After 7 p.m., you want to send a clear signal. The day is done. It's safe to sleep now.
Let's recap. Avoid after 7 p.m. green bananas, cold cow's milk, caffeine tea, coffee, chocolate, fruit juice, alcohol, spicy or stimulating foods. Eating too close to bedtime, better options. Ripe banana, steamed or mashed, warm almond or oat milk, herbal teas, light vegetable soups, water with a little honey.
And most importantly, don't chase perfection. Start with one change tonight. Just one. You may be surprised how differently your body responds.
Let's close with a message of hope. If you've been waking up night after night, heading to the bathroom at 2 or 3 a.m., wondering if you'll ever sleep through again, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not broken. You don't need to fight your body. You just need to support it. Sometimes the answer isn't stronger, pills, tighter routines, or stricter rules. Sometimes it's just a ripe banana used at the right time in the right way.
Yes, people often think I need something powerful to fix this, but power doesn't always mean force. A banana is gentle, but when used wisely, it's surprisingly effective. I've seen patients who haven't slept through the night in months find rest on the very first night they follow this method, not because it's magic, but because it gives the body what it needs: safety, warmth, softness, and calm.
And if you're someone who's using sleep aids or diuretics, talk to your doctor. But know this food isn't just nutrition, it's communication. And tonight, you can start sending your body a new signal. It's time to rest.
So here's our gentle invitation, a small experiment we've given to many patients with beautiful results. The 3-day challenge for the next 3 nights: have half to 1 ripe banana about 1.5 hours before bed. You can steam it, mash it into oats, or blend it with warm almond milk, whatever feels easiest for you. Avoid stimulants after 7 p.m. That means no caffeine, no cold milk, no sugary snacks. Let your body wind down, not gear up. Each morning, take 60 seconds to reflect. What time did you fall asleep? How many times did you wake up? How did your body feel when you got out of bed? Write just 1 sentence if that's all you have time for. But pay attention, your body is always speaking.
Remember, this is not about perfection. You might still wake up. You might still toss a little. But if by night 3 you feel even 10% more rested, even 1 fewer bathroom trip, even a little more energy in the morning, that's your proof.
Yes, that's how healing begins. Not all at once, but little by little. Through consistency, through kindness, through a banana.
If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with someone you know who's struggling with restless nights. A spouse, a parent, a neighbor.
Sometimes the path to deep sleep doesn't begin in a pharmacy. It begins in the kitchen, with a simple fruit, a quiet ritual, and the belief that rest is still possible.
Try the banana method just for 3 nights. You don't need pills, you don't need tricks, you just need to begin. Because healing often comes from the simplest things.